Start. There it is. We are recording. All right, awesome. So what I want to do real quick is I just want to walk y'all through a little bit of AcadaME. Does everybody feel really good about AcadaME, that you can navigate it very well? Okay. So the reason why I want to walk through is I want to go through the content library a little bit and make sure that we are diving into the resources. And to start with, let's start with some team member resources. And so you have all of your bar curriculum, right, and guides in here. But I want to start with the new hire checklist and job aids and make sure so that everybody know that there is a oh wait, where's it at? Guides. Sorry. Does everybody know that every day of your training? So if you're training in bar, so let's pick on Felipe right now. So Felipe, you're training in service, right? Are you doing server or server assistant tonight? Abby, what's the plan for him?
Server assistant.
Server assistant. So have you already seen the server assistant trainer guide?
No, I have not.
Now, did everybody, when you went through training, did you pull out the trainer guide for each one of your departments to know exactly what the training by the main event standard is? Be honest, raise your hand if you did. All right. So this is the step that's getting missed, and this is important. Okay. So if you're going through, so there's a trainer guide and there's a trainee guide. There's a team member guide and there's a trainer guide for every single department. So this will walk you through what you're supposed to be training each day. Now, as a manager, I want you to have the trainer guide, right? Because it's not enough for you to learn how to do it. You have to learn how to teach it. So this walks you through the shift overview, what you need to have, your trainer guide, hot schedules, login, additional training material. Again, this is assuming you're a new hire, right? And this walks you through every step, the wow welcome, the training, what you're going to go over, what you're going to teach and or learn every single day. And it's broken down, as you can see, in the tell, show, do, and review by time, about how much time. So show, tell, do, and then here's the review. And all of that's supposed to happen. Now, what tends to happen, I think we all know, what tends to happen is we get on AcadaME and shift one, and AcadaME shift two, and we pound through that. But what we're not doing is the very clear guide is that this is how we train, what we talk about, and what the OJT looks like for day one, day two, day three, for all of the team members, right? Now, can you imagine there's shift three, shift four, shift five? What would the consistency of your servers look like if they were trained to the letter of the law of the main event standard for 5 solid shifts? This is a huge tool that is not being used in our centers right now, that walks you through step by step exactly what you're supposed to be training every single day. Now, is it perfect? No. There's probably things that are a little bit out of date, or, you know, that's a lot. There's 17 pages of this, right? So there may be something that's wrong here and there. But I will tell you, if you find something wrong, you can highlight it and move forward. Now, somebody said, raise your hand. Someone said they needed more time. Who feels like they need more time with ADP? That they're just lost when it comes to ADP hiring, new onboarding. So, how about this? How about job aids? Did you know these were in here for ADP? Here is changing primary job and title, ADP hourly requisitions, ADP, well, that's tasks, requisitions, quick hire. So This walks you through how to navigate the screens, how to review them, how to schedule interviews, post interviews, rejects, completing the hiring process in ADP. Has anybody seen that? Right? So, you know, through requisitions, someone else bringing in contracts. Did someone say they needed help bringing in contracts? Wish they had more time. Anybody seen this job aid on how to ring in contracts with all the micro screens, how to log in, how to apply deposits, how to close out payments, everything like that, all in ADP, right? So this is my homework for all of you. And what I want you to do is I want you to get in this content library, whether you're still in training or you're recently out of training. So especially I think it's going to be great, Felipe, Kim, for every section that you're doing. Get in here under your new hire resources, guides, and start with your trainer guide. Now it's going to tell you what job aids you need to reference as well. And so as you get up here into your checklist and job aids, you can print off all your checklist job aids for the different roles and responsibilities of what you're going to be going through. So it has everything right here for you. If it's missing, here's the beauty. So I'm not clairvoyant, right? That we're gonna, hey, I need more time in ADP. When one of you said, hey, man, I really want to know ADP, all I did, y'all, was type in the word ADP here in the search. Bam, there you go. What do you want to learn about, right? Contracts. Someone said contracts, and I was like, contracts. There you go, right? So yes, it has the functions in there in the content library, right? Team member, managers. I mean, it's endless, team. It is absolutely endless. All of the stuff you're going into the kitchen training. Here's the new crunch time manager guide to walk you back through the steps of what you learned in the videos, right? You can learn up crunch time. Here's all the Super 7, not only the actual Super 7, but the job aid in how to fill it out and how to do it. The content is there. So I'm asking for your partnership and help for two things. One, the obvious, for yourself as new managers and as trainees. But where I really need your help beyond this is I need your leadership. I need your leadership in this, that we are going to take this information back to our home centers, hell, in our training centers right now, and refocus these leadership teams in following the book, following the systems. I don't care. I don't want you to learn how to be a Grand Prairie server assistant and then go to Plano and figure out what does that mean to be a Plano server assistant. Or, hey, now Anna's got to figure out what does it mean to be a server assistant in Frisco or what. No, I want you to learn what it is to be a server assistant with Main Event Entertainment. And I want you to bring that knowledge to our training centers as well as our home centers. And when you have a question, when you have something that's burning in your mind, I'm going to ask you to do something a little different. Don't turn and just go to a manager and ask. I want you to turn to I want you to turn to AcadaME first. I want you to turn to AcadaME first. Before I go and ask a manager how to do something, let me see if there's a resource that helps me first, that gives me the main event answer, because I cannot promise you right now with certainty that the manager or supervisor you ask is going to give you the main event response. They're going to give you the response that they were trained in. I'm owning this, and I'm going to change this in our district. I own it. We didn't get here overnight. We're not going to get out of this overnight. But as I meet with our GMs and our CTMs over the coming months, I'm going to push us back to doing it the main event way. But I need your support and help with that. Right? I need you to help yourselves. I need you to help me. I need you to help your teams in leading this. Because if you think about it, what do I have on here? Plano, Frisco, Warrenville, Grand Prairie. I only have 4 out of the 6 centers represented. Cool. Questions for me? Here, I'll go ahead and let me stop the recording.